while the concept of rebellious teenage couple is a popular one among fiction writers, there was actually a real instance of one such couple in the 50s. Charles Starkweather and his girlfriend, Caril and Fugate, were only planning to run away and chase their own version of American dream when things went awry. Charles was a 19-year-old garbage truck driver from Lincoln, Nebraska, with big dreams. He'd dropped out of school for being bullied for his speech impediment, and had decided to try his luck for achieving fortune in the world of working adults. He soon realized that honest work wouldn't get him the type of money he desired, and perhaps it was time to do something more profitable, and maybe even criminal. His 14-year-old girlfriend, Caril, also agreed with him. In 1957, Charles murdered his first victim, a gas station attendant, to steal $100 off of him. He decided to run away with Caril now that he had some cash, and went to her house. Caril wasn't home at the time, and her parents denied entry to Charles. They got into an argument, which resulted in the murder of Caril's parents and 2-year-old sister. When Caril arrived home, instead of panicking and running away to the police, she helped Charles hide the bodies. And they spent a week living in her house, claiming that everyone else was sick with the flu. Caril's relatives were starting to grow suspicious of her parents' absence, and when the couple realized that police had been informed, they quickly fled the house in Charles's car. The car broke down midway, and the two decided to hitch a ride with another teenage couple. Murderous urges had awoken in Charles, and possibly in his girlfriend, so the two decided to murder the couple and take their car. Their next destination was a wealthier side of Lincoln. They broke into someone's house, probably for shelter, and murdered the residents. The couple had already murdered several people by now, and the police were conducting a block-by-block search for the killers. The two realized that they needed a new car to better hide their tracks, and decided to kill a random salesman and take his car. However, this is when things started to go wrong. Charles had trouble operating this car, and hit a passer which drew the police attention. A car chase ensued, and the couple were finally caught by the police. A trial was held for the couple, but Caril insisted that she was being held hostage by Charles because she didn't know her family had already been killed. However, Charles testified against her, claiming that she was a willing participant all along. The judge didn't believe Caril, and the two were convicted of murder. Charles was executed by electric chair in 1959, but since Caril was only 14 at the time, she was sentenced to a life in prison. She spent 17 years in prison before being released on parole in 1976. She is still alive and has a family of her own. She still claims that she was just another one of Charles Starkweather's victims, the man who'd murdered 11 people in less than a year.